Pals is everybody's favorite gamer girls team star 12347 and you might have noticed something different. First, this is the first game review I've done where you can see me. That's I haven't done that before. Second, I'm in another realm. I'm not Earth. You want to see me on Earth? Boom. Now I'm on Earth. You know what? Hold on. My green screen did not come with a pole, so it's attached to a broomstick on the wall that I taped it up. I taped it up there. You see that? Yeah, I mean my dad did that. So today I'm gonna be drinking. Just have some good old time, you and me, a couple bloods. This is Frost. It's off-brand of like the ice water things, like the brand name is Ice, but those are so good. These pretty much taste the same. They have the same bottle, but I wonder, like when companies name their stuff like something similar, but it's off-brand, like are they trying to trick people? Cause like you could get like if you're a 4-year-old and you tell your mom you want like ice water, and then she gets Frost, like that's I feel like that could be a common mistake people make. Oh. But anyways, I'm reviewing Max Payne, and I know it's an older game, and I don't think there's that much involved in it, so that's why I'm using that game to test out this green screen thing, to see if you guys like it, to see if you guys hate it, to see if you guys never want to look at my little grubby face again during a review. So I'm doing that. So yeah, feel free to tell me what you think on the green screen. I know it doesn't look the best. I know it might look a little weird on my hair. I know my outfit might change several times during this review. But we roll with the flow. We're whatever Eddie Burback said. Anyways, Max Payne. It's made by Rockstar Games. I just realized I've only reviewed Rockstar Games. I'll try to change that. I want to do BioShock. That's a game, but that's a big beefy mama of a game. Or should I say a big daddy? Get it? I'm pretty sure there's a guy in the game called that, or enemy type, something like that. I don't know. But yeah, Max Payne. It's made by Rockstar Games. It's actually based on the kid's tale of a man named Max Payne who would go around and he'd hide copies of Spider-Man 3 for the PS2 under kids' pillows, and they'd wake up and they'd be so sad and devastated that they'd cry because they just wanted to play Spider-Man 2. So I was actually mostly introduced to Max Payne from my favorite YouTuber, Nakey Jakey. Love you, Jakey. But yeah, he's talked about Mr. P a couple of times on his channel, and he has 2 videos of him talking about the first and third games having sex with other games. That doesn't make as much sense as I thought it would. What I meant, he has a series, calling Games That Should Bang, and hopefully have a birth a healthy game. Anyways, yeah, Jakey made me more aware of Dr. Payne guy, and I wanted to play this game for a while, but I never got like a super strong urge to do so until I watched the movie Nobody. It's a little action shooter guy movie about a guy who let's just say knows how to treat a gun right. So yeah, that got me wanting to review the game, just play it, which I probably should review now. So typically, in my past 2 game reviews, I would talk about the protagonist towards the end, but since the game is literally named Max Payne, I guess we'll talk about him and his story stuff first. So Max used to be a police officer 3 years before the game's main story events, but that all changed when some randos on an experimental drug called Valkyr killed Max Payne's daughter and wife. God damn, I can see why he married her. Just don't tell Aubrey about this. Anyways, he kind of becomes a murderous vigilante, Punisher style, and goes after the people selling the drugs and the ones who made it, and pretty much anyone who gets in the way of that. And the story, it's a pretty basic, guy who had people I know die and be angry, I go kill now type of story, which is honestly fine with me, considering most people who are gonna play this, they're just gonna play this, shoot Max Lames in the face. And the year this game came out, for the time, I think the game's story is pretty decent. And Max Payne's personality, it's basic dark, gritty murderer who monologues to himself and also eats sandwiches while monologuing. I mean, that's what it sounded like in this clip.
I went undercover, infiltrated the worst mafia family in New York. I went undercover.
I don't know why, but to me it just sounds like they put the guy in the voicing booth, and he's just sitting there eating like a fat turkey sandwich. You might have also noticed the kinda cool comic presentation this game has for cutscenes, which I actually really like. The art, it's pretty nice, and they still mix in some actual game cutscenes, which don't look as beautiful. I think the graphics are just fine, but the faces just kind of scare me. Well, we'll get to those later. The comic bits, they fade like out and like black in between each other and the panels and stuff, and it's kind of funny. Like imagine I did that with my videos on this channel. These comic parts also have little monologue boxes for Mac to show off how dark, gritty, and empty he is, which also happens to be 3 words I would use to describe this game's atmosphere. For me? No, I'm just amazing at segues, guys. Calm down. Anyways, the atmosphere is... Oh my god, my dog is barking. As I was saying, the atmosphere is kind of scary at times. Like, look at this clip, bro. I was in a spooky subway.
What the hell was that?
And then look at how I killed this rat. This game's atmosphere manages to feel super empty and a little eerie, but also very full of life. For example, listen to the bad NPC guys before I kill them.
Like Lapino. Now that's spooky.
Jack Lapino, yeah, spooky. But also it's like the failure count is rising.
Yeah, I wouldn't joke about it if I was you. Yeah? The station's not secured. Someone decided to play hero upstairs.
That's all we need.
You know what I'm talking about. In all the cool action movies, and I'm talking about the coolest of the cool, it always seems like time slows down in the middle of the action. You know, you can see the bullets fly.
These guys actually have conversations. It's not even just the guys. The environment feels really alive too. Like in this clip where I blew up a TV and then struggled to shoot a little heart light, then found an overdosed Valkyr addict with wait, can I show that on YouTube? Anyways, there's also other stuff. Like the time I turned on a little shaky sex bed. Is there a name for those? Like a vibrator bed? Whatever you turn it on and then it moves and you find a gun under that. And I think that's really cool. There are also some rather questionable things in the environment, like this awkwardly high urinal. This thing's like at Max's stomach. This building's construction workers need to be fired. Whoever put it here. Another NPC interaction like is the time I heard this guy taking he was taking a max pee, and I waited till he came out, and then I shot him. And the atmosphere, it's a little cinematic, and sometimes it does a little spin after you kill a group of enemies. Sometimes it also does a little cool camera spin around you when you pause the game. On the topic of the atmosphere also, something that attributes to it is the music of the game. Music doesn't play during gameplay too much, but when it does, it's cool. It's usually just the main theme, but sometimes they'll play some extreme rock music, and it fits well with the moment. Unlike the nice amount of songs in this game's soundtrack, Mad Max has a bad amount of outfits though. We see Max in a total of 2 outfits during the game, a suit in the beginning, and a super awesome trench coat. It also has some nice physics, you know, not any Batman, Arkham, Cape level physics, but good enough for the time and good enough to look cool. What doesn't look cool though is the faces of the people in the game that I mentioned earlier. So what I think they did, they took like pictures of the people, of like the actors, of their faces, and wrapped them around the models, and it doesn't look terrible, just like a little scary and then a little more funny. Now imagine if I did that in my videos. Hey guys, it's me, Professor 15-year-old reviewer. Haha, I'm so funny. Haha. Also, while googling stuff about the game's faces, I found out the face for Max Payne is a picture of the writer and designer, and I think the creator, Sam Lake, who, according to my Google search, chose to represent the character's deep pain at the loss of his family by scrunching up all the parts of his face at the same time. Yeah, Sam, I'm sure this really shows off that this guy is filled with pain. Speaking of pain, which I sometimes felt a lot of up in my noggin while playing this game, let's talk about the game's difficulty. The game for the most part was pretty easy and very fun, but some parts making the attempt to... Wait. What's some?
The game for the most part was pretty easy and very fun, with only some parts making me attempt to rip my controller in half. And this game could have been much harder, but there were like 20 million checkpoints because this game is split up into 3 parts, with each part having chapters and each chapter having parts. I hope that made sense. This game actually has multiple difficulties, but I played it on the easiest one because that's all it would let me pick. Maybe one day I'll go back and do a playthrough on a harder difficulty. Also, I guess is the best spot to mention the game was extremely linear, but honestly, I had so much fun it didn't matter. Now, back to your regularly scheduled difficulty segment. I think the most difficult part of the game was whenever stupid Max got drugged and then he hallucinated about the death of his stupid family and hot wife, and there would be a part on both times where he would have to listen to the same 3 seconds of his daughter crying while not being able to walk in a straight line on stupid paths of blood. You also get punished whenever you die, because this part you die and it plays this stupid baby scream with the volume times like a billion. Just watch it here, but please, if you have like headphones in or anything, like, be warned. These parts were just so dumb and I hated them. Hey, on the topic of things I hated, how about we talk about the really stupid Dumbo stinky brainer poo poo doo fart grandpa please help me segment. OMG, guys. Okay, I know, I'm good at segues, okay? It doesn't mean you have to clap every time, okay? Well, I mean, if you guys really want to applaud, you can. Yeah, alright, that's enough. I said that's enough! One thing I didn't like in this game was my first death. It was really dumb and stupid because Max doesn't know how to walk straight. Payne had me slip off this building. I mean, more like Max lame. Am I right, fellas? Thank you. Another thing is you can only skip the comic parts and like the comic cutscenes and not the in-game cutscenes. So in a scenario where you die and have a cutscene at the beginning of that checkpoint, you have to watch it over and over and over again. It's just annoying. And also, just because I hate that stupid baby crying part so much, we'll mention it again and how it was so dumb. Also, something else is Max can crouch but not walk while crouching, which is kind of dumb. I mean, more like Max can't walk. Am I right, fellas?
Boo! You stink!
I think that's all for what I didn't like. So now, let's go on to the stuff I enjoyed, liked, and loved. One thing is the fact that the health items you get in this game are painkillers. Get it? Max Payne? Painkillers? Yeah. Something else I liked was the music in this elevator that one time. I also liked Max Payne's voice. It was pretty good for this little sweet, angsty vigilante we play as. And another part I enjoyed was going back and playing through my favorite parts of the game and listening to music after hearing Nicky Jakey say that he listened to music while playing the game.
I played Max Payne a lot around the same time I discovered my now favorite album ever, Introducing by DJ Shadow. And once I combined that shit, my free time evaporated. Just peep this shit.
So now I listen to Nicky Jakey music while playing the game, so it's like the entire universe has come full circle. Oh my god, just look how cool it is right here!
I had a lot of time to think in South Dakota, alright? And you know what I realized? I'm burned out.
Also, for some reason, you can't listen to music on your PS4 while playing PS2 games on it, which is really dumb, so I had to play music on my Xbox and had my earbuds plugged into that. So pretty much, go to hell, PlayStation! But please don't, you have some really amazing games, and even my favorite game of all time, Spider-Man, is on there, so, oh my god, fine, I'll go to hell, Jesus Christ! Now you might have realized for a game about a big old shooter boy, I've barely talked about this game's gunplay. So I'll be talking about the weaponry, then we'll get into that big ocean of gunplay opinions. So the weapon options are pretty nice. You know, you got the pistols, the dual-wield pistols, the dual-wield Uzis, the grenade launchers, the shotguns, the sniper rifle, and it all works pretty well for killing the bad boys. Now, let's talk about the gunplay. Yeah! Woo! So you use the D-pad to switch weapons and R1 to shoot, and it's pretty fun causing pain to the bad guys, but the coolest part of the game is the bullet time feature. Now, if you don't know what bullet time is, stop watching this. Why is my hand shaking that much? OMG, JK, I guess I'll explain it. It's just a thing that slows down time while you shoot, similar to Red Dead Redemption's Deadeye, but a little different. You also don't just stand while doing your shooting. If you're moving and press L1, the bullet time button, you do a really cool dive, which is like the best part of this game. I love it so much. I'll probably just do a whole playthrough of the game while listening to Nakey Jakey's music, because it's just so G-dang fun. I ordered Max Payne 2, which comes in a few weeks, and I'll probably be reviewing it next. Also, Max Payne 1 is the only Max Payne game you can play on PS4, and Xbox One doesn't even have any of them, but according to multiple Google searches, the original Xbox disc of Max Payne 2 is backwards compatible on the 360. So I hope that's true so I can play it, and if not, I'll probably just get it for my PS2.
Hey, thank you for watching my video. I'm kidding. Hey, also, I took my bracelet off. All of them off. I didn't care about, whatever. But hey, thanks for watching here if you did. These reviews, they take a lot of work. I gotta play through a whole game, and then write a whole review, and then record a whole review, and edit a whole review. But, you know, I do it for you guys because I love you. And when you watch my videos and stuff, and comment, and like, and subscribe. But yeah, thank you for getting here if you did. And even if you're not watching this and only watched like the first minute, thank you, because at least you took in some of the content and, you know, thought maybe this will interest you, or maybe this will be worth making fun of. Yeah, tell me if you like the green screen stuff. I know I didn't do it for the whole review. I kind of didn't feel like comfortable doing that. I wanted to stick back to my old format, so I kind of did like half and half, or like 1/4 and 3/4. I don't really know, but yeah. Tell me how you feel about this. I might stick to not doing the green screen for game reviews, but maybe for, you know, more video essay, non-game stuff, or even a little game stuff, but not review stuff, maybe use this, because I like it, and, you know, I like practicing editing and stuff, but yeah. Thank you for getting here if you did. Also, I always forget to give my rating for the games. I'll give Max Payne like an 8.5 out of 10. It's a good game. I'm excited to get the second one soon, play that and review that. Also, I think I'm going to be changing my name on YouTube after this. I'm going to have a little announcement video, but by the time it comes out, my name might be changed. Who knows? Me in the future. But yeah, thank you for getting here. I'll give you a little life update because I did that in my last review. Last review, I had just finished Daredevil Season 1. Now I've watched Daredevil Season 1, 2, and 3, and all the Marvel shows except for Punisher Season 2 and Jessica Jones Season 3, so I'm finishing the Marvel Netflix shows. Punisher takes me a while, though. His show doesn't interest me as much as the others did, and also especially since Daredevil's over, that was like my big driving force. But yeah, I've just been watching those. I've been reading a lot. Chip Zdarsky's run on Daredevil is amazing. I bought like $100 worth of comics today, so that's really cool. I'm gonna get into Spider-Gwen, Spider-Man Noir. I don't know. I got all Spider-Man books, and then I got a Batman book. But yeah, comment. Tell me what you think of this. Tell me what you think of all of this. Tell me, please actually do give me feedback on the green screen. If you want full reviews with it, or more half and half, or, you know, small amounts with it, or whatever, or if you just want game reviews, no green screen, and then other stuff, we can do a little bit of green screen. But yeah, thank you for being here. This is me. Right now I'm saying 012347 but in a couple days that'll be different, so haha, I'm pretty freaking cool, I guess. But yeah, thank you for being here. You're cool. I'm not as cool as you because, you know, you watched the video, even though I'm gonna be watching the video. But yeah, thanks. My phone is gonna die soon, so yeah, thanks for watching my video. I'll see you later. Bye.